Welcome back to the channel. My name is Emory and welcome to Better Backpacking. This channel is dedicated to helping you get better at backpacking, so if you're into that kind of thing, please consider sticking around. In this video, I want to talk about how to choose a hunting backpack, and specifically one built for backpack hunting or load hauling. These packs are very expensive and there is a lot that goes into them. It can also be kind of confusing if you've never purchased one in the past. Again, very expensive. You want to make sure your money is going to the right spot. So that is what I'm going to go over in this video. But before I dive into the video, I want to mention my beginner backpacker course. It is built for the beginner to intermediate backpacker. It has literally everything you could possibly ask for in a backpacking course. It's completely online, over 60 video tutorials covering everything you need to know to get up and going as soon as possible. So if you're interested in that, there are links in the description of this video if you want to check that out. All right, so with that said, let's talk about how to go about purchasing and selecting a hunting backpack. Again, this is something that would be load hauling specific, so we're not talking about day packs. We're not talking about something that you're not going to be hauling a lot of weight in. Let's just first clear the air and talk about if these backpacks are actually worth their weight in money. The short answer is yes, they're 100% worth it if you intend on ever loading your backpack with meat to come out of the backcountry with. If you are hunting on the side of the road, or you can get a quad in or a horse in or pack animal, if you will, then no, they're probably not worth it. But for those that are going to be hauling meat, yes, they are worth it 100%. And the reason being is they're going to make your life a hell of a lot easier when you start putting that amount of weight on your back. These packs are built specifically to haul heavy loads, and there's a lot that goes into them. So yes, they are 100% worth it if you fall into that category of you're a backcountry hunter, you kill something, and you're going to put it on your back and haul it back down to the truck. So the first thing you're going to want to consider when buying a pack is the size of the bag that comes with the pack. Now, a lot of the packs are modular, meaning you can put a small bag and a big bag on the same frame, just swap them out. That's one of the great things about these bags and pack combinations. But when you make that first purchase, you're going to want to consider the bag volume. And I would suggest that you stick with a medium-sized bag. You do not need to go big unless you're going to be doing these expeditionary style hunts where you're living out of your pack for like 2 weeks. Everyone wants to have the biggest bag possible, but all that does is make you bring more gear. Also, you don't want to go too small if your gear is not dialed in. So I would suggest maybe a pack in the 3,500 cubic inch region, or up to 4,500 cubic inches. This is also around 60 liters, maybe 70 liters, no bigger than 70. Anything bigger, again, a lot of people aren't hunting for 10 days at a time, or if they are, they can come back to the truck and refuel with food. A medium-sized bag should cover all of your needs. You can go on a day hunt with it. You can go on a longer hunt with it. So stick with that medium-sized backpack. So middle of the road, start there. And if you ever need to go big, then you can buy the bigger bag. If you ever need to go smaller, you can buy the smaller one. But don't just assume that you need the biggest bag possible. That's a very common mistake and one you should not make at all. One of the other things you're going to want to consider is the overall weight of the pack as a whole. Now, weight is not everything, but it is something to consider. There are certain pack brands out there that I just won't touch because they're very, very heavy. But again, overall weight does not come before overall comfort. Cutting weight in a backpack and the bag is really awesome, but the further you go down in weight, usually, not all the time, but it can compromise the overall comfort when you have a heavy load. Again, these packs ride differently when they have 30 to 40 pounds in them versus when they have 80 to 90 pounds in them. These packs are built to have the heavy loads. They're going to be stiffer up front. So it's kind of hard to get your mind around, but you need to consider the overall weight, but it is not everything. The lighter your overall pack out is, the better it's going to be on your body, but you need to make sure that you're not going for the lightest of the light backpack, because there may be some compromises that the manufacturer has made to cut that weight, and that may result in you being really uncomfortable when it comes to packing out that game animal. So again, consider it, make it a consideration, but not everything. Next is function and operation. This one is huge for me. It is like The only thing that I really care about, I will take a heavier backpack if it means that the bag functions and the pack functions how I function in the field. Let me explain. Every pack is designed based someone who has a certain system that they've worked with and they're familiar with. If you have a certain style of packing your things or a certain way you like to do stuff and you choose a pack design and a bag design that does not marry well with that style, you're not going to be very happy. You're going to be very frustrated. It is very important to choose a backpack and bag combination that suits your style as a backpacker. Now, if you don't have a style yet, then you're kind of throwing darts in the dark. I would just choose one that you think you might like the most when compared to others. So a lot of them come with a lot of pockets. Some of them have that big horseshoe zip. Some of them are just a big bag like the EXO ones. Kuiu has the big horseshoe zip. Kifaru has a little bit of combination of both. Stone Glacier has a big body, not a whole lot of pockets on the outside. So if you have no style yet, don't worry. You're gonna have to just try one out eventually. So choose a pack that you think would fit your style based on what you know of yourself. Go with that. But if you don't like it, you have two options. One, you find a pack that fits your packing style, or you do the research and find out how that brand designer packs their bags. So if you purchase a Stone Glacier pack and you don't end up liking it because it just doesn't fit your style, you're very frustrated with it, I would hit up Stone Glacier and find out how they suggest operating their backpack. But function and overall operability of the pack is going to be huge because you need to be efficient in the backcountry. And if you're not efficient with your pack in the backcountry, that means your eyes are down in your bag, not out looking for game, and it's just overall crappy experience. And lastly, make sure your pack has a warranty. Make sure it comes from a quality and reputable brand. These backpacks are very expensive. If you look into the reviews of the warranty process, if something were to break, you don't want to be out $500 bringing it to someone else to have to fix. The warranty, I wouldn't say is everything, but it is a very big deal. It shows that a manufacturer is willing to back up their gear. Now, hopefully you don't need to use the warranty, but stuff does happen. Just contact the manufacturer and make sure that they have a solid warranty that you can utilize in the event something bad would happen. So that's it, pretty simple. This is a process. Understand that it's a process trying to find the right bag and pack combination. You'll get there, but you just have to start somewhere. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what you take into consideration when you're shopping for a backpack. And if you are new to backpacking, be sure to check out the backpacking course that I have. Again, there are links in the description of the video. If you are headed out on an adventure anytime soon, be safe, make great decisions, and we'll see you next time.